tell you the truth, this is the first time where a cake got here and there was no fix. I mean, it got here and it was just kind of destroyed, unfortunately. And the part that kills us is that we worked for almost 2 days on that cake straight. 2 nights till 12 o'clock at night. And, you know, the guy didn't put the right screws in. But you know what? We did it with our hearts, and we're men of our word. We still have cake for everybody. And when it comes to the phase 2, or when we have the grand opening, I'll be back with a bigger and better cake.
You had some very great things to say about Steel Pier. What do you remember about, I mean, did you ever any experience with Steel Pier when you were younger?
When I was younger, I mean, I came as a young boy, just very, very rarely, you know, because I was probably like 5, but it's the history and stuff about it. You know, we grew up, we had a shore house down the shore, and even though this is Atlantic City, we would go to Long Branch, and I remember the boardwalk there. So it's kind of the same correlation, and you know, seeing all the families here. And to be honest with you, I came to Steel Pier earlier today with my family, and we had so much fun. We were on the rides. It's a family place. At the end of the day, you never get too old to go on the rides and experience with your kids. I don't know who was more excited to go on the rides, me or my children.
Well, I mean, I know that you're very big into family, and Carlos is a family bakery. This is a family operation, so you obviously have an affinity for family.
Well, I mean, that's what it is. And at the end of the day, you know, when my shows came out, I didn't know what it was going to do, but now I realize that it brings families together for half an hour each week to watch my show. And that is really special to me, because at the end of the day, I'm a dad. I'm a dad of 4. I'm from New Jersey, so, you know, to stand here up here with Anthony and, you know, be part of this is really important to me, because, you know, it's guys like him who believe in something, who are going to achieve great things here.
Anthony, you and your family and your partners took a real gamble when you bought Steel Pier. The country was just climbing out of a recession. I mean, you probably couldn't have picked the worst time. Why do you believe in Steel Pier and Atlantic City?
We had 20 years of our life in here, and to walk away after 20 years just wasn't going to happen. So we always believed in Atlantic City. We know when we brought a new ride in or did something different here, the crowds would come. So we know the market's here. You just got to give them the right thing. And there's no beach or boardwalk like this anywhere in the country. They can build casinos in every other state. They don't have what we have. We've got the competitive edge. We've got that family element. We've got this beach and boardwalk. And today, it was all about family and Buddy's family, the way they supported us and came out and did this whole program for us. It was great. We saw what he built. Doesn't matter if it's here or not. We know what he did, what he went through. So it was just as huge a success as we could hope for it to be.
When you bought this place for about $4 million, I mean, that would have been enough to, you know, fix up the rides and you got your own pier. You've embarked on a 3-year, $100 million expansion program. Why the gamble?
Because that's what we need to do. That's what the city needs, and we know that the people in the state, and that we've got the right government right now, they're going to support this kind of activity. And if we bring this thing back to a little bit of the heyday and still have the modern element, we know it's going to happen. You can't believe the number of people that said, when they saw the architecture on the new building, say, oh my God, that reminds us when I'm bringing my grandkids. Because they all want to taste what it was like a long time ago, just like he said. He remembers it when he was little. You can't get rid of those memories.
And you know what, in the same token, it's kind of who our brand is. You know, when you come into my bakery, I want you to come into a bakery where you might have went in the 50s or 60s and still get fresh stuff and it still, you know, be done the old-fashioned way. And at the end of the day, it's guys like him and, you know, with the right government in place, Governor Christie's doing a great job to support these type of programs, because think of how many more people are going to be working. Think of how much more money is going to come into the economy of Atlantic City. I mean, this is a win-win for everybody, you know?
And one day there'll be a Carlos Bakery on the pier.
Listen, nothing's out of the question.
It's a natural. If he wants to do it, it's a natural. What we're building is beautiful.